man, Diesel here, back at it again. It's Sunday afternoon, very beautiful day. It's very beautiful weather, as you guys can see. Looks like it wanna rain, but like I said in my previous videos, I am not worried at all because I'm fully protected. Pretty much the entire system is waterproof, so I don't have to worry about anything, any rain. I'm fully waterproof. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing okay, enjoying your weekend. And this is one of the topics that I don't know how it's gonna end, but I'm pretty sure a lot of folks are gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. But like I always say in my every video that I make, this is just my humble opinion. Now keep it in mind, what might work for me may not work for you. So just keep that in mind. But so far, it has worked for me, and I'm pretty sure most people here can testify to that. But if it has worked for you too, just please leave a comment down below. And I have watched a lot of videos, in regards to this topic. Your first bike, beginner's bike. I mean, people have all sort of topics, and they talk about this topic in every angle, which there's nothing wrong with it. All right, this is just something that I believe in. I have tried, and it has worked for me. That doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Okay, most people believe your first bike or beginner's bike should be, I don't know, 100 cc, 125 cc, one of those 100 grams, 250. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Everybody have their own opinion, and I do have my humble opinion here, and I hope you will hear me out. Okay, just hear me out. Now, before I even start this video, let's just go ahead and do some house cleaning, guys. This is how I see bikes. This is my definition, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I see bikes. This is how I define bikes. Motorcycles are just like firearms, like guns. And as the saying goes, guns are very dangerous. Most people think guns are dangerous, right? Or pretty much everybody thinks guns are dangerous. But I'm here to disprove you that guns are actually not dangerous. It's the people behind guns that actually makes it dangerous. Guns are just a tool. It's tools that we use for many reasons. Some use guns for hunting. Some use guns for sporting. I've used guns for, public safety. Some used for law enforcement, self-defense. So guns are, they are tools. They are not dangerous by any means. They are just tools. But people with guns are the dangerous ones. So if you give an idiot a gun, you can imagine what could happen. That is where it comes in, like guns are dangerous. Same thing happens to bikes. Most people think bikes are dangerous. But bikes are just like any other machines. Bikes are just like cars. And I have a very funny story to tell you guys. When I started riding the bicycles, okay, that was way back in the days when I started riding the bicycles, and I'm very good at it. I used to have a BMX, and I do all kinds of tricks, and you know, I do all that on there. Look at this idiot. But I never took a spill. I remember the only time that I took a spill on my bicycle, was when I was learning how to ride in my early stages. But after I learned how to ride, guys, that was it. I never took a spill. Anytime I would take a spill is when I'm riding and I get to a crowd where I see girls, see females, and you want to show off a little bit. You want to show them what you got. And then next thing you know, you're taking a spill. Those are the only times that I actually took a spill on my bicycles. So you see why I'm telling you, they are not dangerous. They are just like any other tools. If you use it as intended, you will not have any issues. I mean, granted, we have some idiot that we share this road with that they don't pay attention. They can actually run into you, hurt you, run you over, or road rage. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, right? But if you use the bike as intended, I mean, I have friends that have gotten killed on bikes before, and I'm still riding. God, I was involved in a deadly crash about 3 years ago. I was DOA. I don't even want to, get into that, but I was in my car with all this protection, airbags, seat belts, whatnot, but it happened. It's just the same as bikes. So bikes are not dangerous. Now, I don't want to get off topic here. Most people believe that every beginner's bike, as they call it, or first bike, should be something very small, like 100cc, 125, 250, and the list goes on and on and on. But I disprove them because my very first bike was 1000cc, and I'm gonna put a picture somewhere on the screen. I kid you not. It's 1000cc, and that was my first bike. And I have a friend, if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, I have a friend who is very crazy, and even when he saw my bike, he was like, whoa. And trust me, I'm also crazy as he is. I take chances in life, pretty much. I don't care if it's gonna hurt me or kill me. I'll just take chances. That's what life is all about. It's about taking chances. So he was actually very surprised to see me on that bike, but I don't remember he ever said that, oh my goodness, this bike is too big, you should have gotten something smaller like 600 or 250 or anything that nature. He just like, whoa, I cannot believe you, and I had no issue with it. I had zero problem. I remember it was only one time that I was going to work, and it was raining, and I was speeding, and that was the very first time I experienced wheelies. I was at a traffic light, and when the light turned green, I just took off, and next thing I know, the wheels were just hanging. I'm like, whoa. So I slowed myself down and brought it down. I was scared as hell. That really scared the hell out of me, because I don't do those kind of stunts, wheelies and all that, burnout and all that. I just don't do it. Am I against it? No way. But that scared the hell out of me. So that was my first bike. It was 1,000 cc. I had no issue. I never dropped it. I believe if you have a very well self-discipline, you can actually drive pretty much anything. Like this bike that I have here is 1250. You know, this is 1250. And I bet if I had laid my hands on a 1250, I would have rode it with no issue, because I have such a very good self-discipline. You know, I respect this as a machine that can hurt you. So do this one. This one can hurt you. I mean, these cars, all of them can hurt you if you don't use them as intended. So I have a very mad respect when it comes to these machines. I'm extremely careful. And on top of everything, this bike is expensive as hell. And trust me, guys, I am not ready to drop this bike by any means. Like, no way. I have a mini bike in my garage right now. I'm not even ready to drop that bike. How much more I'm gonna take any chances with these ones, you know? And God bless those who do wheelies and all that kind of stuff. I love it. I watch them, and sometimes I have fun. You know, sometimes some of these people will, you know, they'll fall down and they will hurt themselves, and, you know, I just have fun watching it. But I promise you, you will not see me doing it, because I'm just not that type of guy. So I don't believe that a certain cc or a certain capacity should be, you know, your first bike. I mean, granted, depend on your skill level. If you ride your own ride, and if you keep in mind that you are not competing with anyone, you know, I think you're gonna be just fine. Like I said, I have like zero issue when it comes to you know, stuff like that. And, you know, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues like, oh my God, this happened, that happened. No. This bike that I'm riding here, it's a very powerful bike, okay? And it comes in 3 modes. You have a rain mode, you have a sports mode, and you have a road mode. And this bike is always in the road mode. Not because I'm scared to drive in a sports mode or anything like that. No, I'm not. This bike is so aggressive. Like, once you sit on that bike, it just wanna go. It just wanna go, you know. And then, if anybody on here has ridden this before, the Sportster S, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I always ride in a road mode. Maybe every once in a while, I might throw it up in the sports mode and, you know, flex a little bit. But I think it was only one time that I rode this bike in a rain mode. And yes, it was raining. And I'm like, oh, let me check this out and see. Let me try this rain mode and see. So I threw the bike in the rain mode, and it was very tame. And I'm like, wow, it felt totally different, you know. And as soon as I had the opportunity, I switched it back off. I said, no way, I'm not gonna ride this in this mode. I put it right back on the road mode, like I was riding, because I did not want the bike to do the job for me. I want to do my own job. I want to do my own work. I'm not saying that it's not good. No, no way. It's 100% amazing technology. Personally, with me, I don't see myself riding in that kind of mode, all because I don't want the bike to do my job for me. I want to be able to control the bike. So I know if I'm speeding, I have to know that I'm speeding. Just a common sense. Slow the damn down. If I'm speeding too much, and if I have to slow down, yeah, I need to know that, oh my God, I'm overspeeding. So let me go ahead and slow down. You know what I mean? Rather than putting the bike in some mode and thinking that the bike is gonna save me in the rain or in the corners or in the curve, like using like a traction control or ABS and all that kind of technology. No. It's good to have it, but I don't depend my life on that. No way. I want to be in control. I don't want the bike to control me. It's that simple, So I believe depend on your skill level and how comfortable you feel like. Any bike can be a beginner's bike. Any bike can be a first bike, regardless of the capacity of the cubic centimeter, or depending on the size. Maybe the weight might be a factor, which I can understand, because my neighbor, he's got one of those big bikes, the baggage or whatever they call it. I don't even know. I sat on it one day and I can feel the weight. It's all bulky with all these windscreen and the backs on the sides and a passenger and all that. Instantly, I sat on that bike and I'm like, whoa, I can feel this. Okay, so maybe when it comes to the weight, I can understand, like, okay, now the weight, yeah, maybe the weight, can make a difference or something like that. But I believe if you can ride, you can discipline yourself. You can respect this as a machine that can hurt you, that can make you and break you. If you have all that in mind, that, okay, yeah, I can do all that, then I think like any bike can be any bike. This is just my only opinion, like, because I have done it and it has worked for me, and I had zero issue. Like, I did not have any problem with it. Like I said, it was 1000cc, and I actually sold that bike because I wanted to get a bigger one, a high booster, and my family didn't want me to ride it because they believe it's dangerous, and a friend of ours has gotten killed on a bike, so there was a lot going on at that time. So when I sold that bike, they took the money from me, and I never get a chance to make another purchase. But even with that, I was ready to hop on a bigger bike. And even now, like, I'm not a very big fan when it comes to those big bikes. Maybe the one that I can see myself, maybe one of these adventure bikes, like the Harley Pan Ams or something like that. I can see myself on it, But other than that, trust me, guys. Yeah, it's no brainer, But again, everything will depend on your skill level, And as long as you ride your own ride, you keep it in mind, especially if you ride in the groups, and you might be intimidated or you might be tempted to do certain things that some of the members are doing, but maybe you're just not there yet, So as long as you know all those tips and tricks, you keep those in mind, like, okay, I know my limit. I believe that's the word. As long as you know your limit, then you can ride any bike. As far as I'm concerned, you can ride any bike, and any bike can be a beginner's bike. It can be your first bike, like whatever you want to call it. Any bike can be, as long as you respect that. So, just leave your comment below. Let me know. Do you agree with me or you don't agree with me? You might have a similar experience that you want to share. Just leave it a comment below. I will be so glad to know what is going on the other side. Like, maybe I'm just I don't know. I'm different. If that makes sense, or I just don't know. But honestly speaking, I don't think we should have any kind of classifications when it comes to bikes, especially first bike, second bike, and all that kind of stuff. No, because I can testify to that. I can testify. My first bike was 1000cc, and I had no issue, no problem with it whatsoever. I have a mini bike in the house, which is 150cc. One of those 100-gram clones, you know. So it's fine. It's not fast, as this one is extremely slow. But there's a lot of stuff that I can do on this bike that I can't do on here. For example, hopping on the curb and riding on the curb and stuff like that in the dirt. You know, this is strictly road. You can do off-roading, but you're not gonna feel very comfortable because of the suspensions that came with it. You know, it's not built for off-roading or anything like that. You know, so there's a place and a time for everything, and definitely what I can do on that bike, I definitely cannot do on this one. So yeah, but based on my experience, I would disagree all day long. If someone will come and tell me that, hey Grant, this is just a beginning, unless you have some kind of a reason, some tangible reason that I haven't thought about it, that makes good sense to me, like, oh my God, I never thought about that. Unless you have those kind of reasons, there is no way, there is absolutely no way you're gonna tell me that there is this bike or that bike is a beginner's bike. No way. I'm gonna argue with you all day, and I like to talk, so we both can argue all day about it. I don't believe there's a first bike, there's a second bike, or a beginner's bike. You should ride 150cc or 125cc, 250, 350. I can ride anything as long as it's rideable, or someone has ridden it before. I can ride it. Yes, I can ride it. So again, let me know your comments. Let me know if you believe with me. Like, do you agree with what I'm saying, or you don't agree with what I'm saying? If it wasn't because I love this bike, I could have sold it or just get rid of it. If I see something that I like, I can just go grab it, you know. And actually, I've seen the Can-Am that I really want to buy it. I'm really working on it, thinking about it, and I will get it. But that one is like I think 900cc. So you see where I'm coming from? So as long as you can control yourself and discipline yourself, respect the machine, that okay, this can hurt me or break me just like any other cars, I think you'll be fine. So just go ahead and leave your comment down below. Let me know, Grant, I don't agree with you, or hey Grant, this is my experience, I can agree with you. Like anything, just bring it on board, and let's just go through it together, discuss it, and then just, you know, have fun with it. So thank you so much for your little time here. Grant Diesel, I'm signing off. Go ahead and spread some love, and always remember, God loves you. Thank you so much for watching this. See you on the other side. Bye. issue.